is Elliot Bayev here with Ostap from OpenMat in Toronto. We're going to show a drill for Grapplers Planet and Drill to Flow. Before we do though, just wanted to talk a little bit about drilling. You know, it's really cool to have drills where I do, you know, maybe a pass and then Ostap does an escape and then I counter his escape and all that. That's one really good way to drill, but there's also just positional drilling or positional training where, which I think is more valuable, where you have your game plan from a set position. We're going to look at spider guard right now, and you know the moves you're looking for, and then start at spider guard, and then have the guy try to do his passes or move around, and you try to execute your game from there, and really get familiar with one piece of your game in that kind of way. So first, we're going to look at spider guard. Say we're already in the spider guard here. Cuff grips, folding over, feet wrapped deep, never on my back, one leg straight, one leg pulling in, and always on both hands, tension. A nice little drill you can do here is to bend that leg, put your weight onto their biceps, come halfway back, and then straighten that leg. Just start moving your hips, get used to this motion. Now, my favorite submission, I think the easiest submission in all Jiu-Jitsu is the triangle from here. If you got the person stretched out, you can break that grip pretty easily, and now stomp on their bicep. I learned this from Mark Lehman like 12 years ago and used it the next day in a tournament. From here, we're going to stomp, and I'm going to try to bring Ostap's bicep to the ground. Now, he won't come, but that's going to mean that I'm going to be able to come all the way up. But notice how high I'm coming. I'm now going to clamp down tight, break that grip, and I'm going to use my leg on his back to help me rotate out the other way and lock up that triangle here when I finish. So, one more time, get our angle, we're going to break that grip, stomp, climb up as high as we can. Notice I'm trying to bring my hips to his chest. I clamp down. My triangle is going to be on the wrong side right now. That's fine. I've got good control. And it's a particularly good way to learn to move your hips from within the triangle. Second option, here, you come out and he's turned away a little bit, or he's leaned back a bit. So to get that triangle is going to be tough. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to keep this tension, come up high, and now I'm going to swing my leg here into his armpit, transfer the grip, come up, grab the belt, and now I want to break his posture. So I'm going to bring my toes out. I'm going to keep this leg straight and walk away in order to drop his hip. Come up all the way, wrap up, lift, try to finish one more time. So here, it's a little further away, it's hard to get that triangle. When we lift, we're gonna knock him over with the inside of our thigh, transfer the grip, grab the belt, pull ourselves away, and you don't need to grab the belt. I like to grab here or even the side of the hip because I like to block out the side of his thigh here. Now we come up and finish. Now when the guy starts trying to bring his hips in order to lean back. Now it's going to be a little tough to get either of these. I'm going to bring my feet a little low to his thighs and kick away. When I'm doing this, I'm pulling as hard as I can while really extending the hips. I'm going to lift my hips off the ground. Then as I drop them, I'm going to keep this tension with my hand as I bring my knees to my chest. I'm going to lift. Ostap's hands are naturally going to go to the ground. I'm going to prevent that here and come up all the way to the mat. So here, you tries to kill it. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the feet down to his thighs, kick away, push, pull, lift the hips, pull in, here, and now my hands are gonna come towards my hips so that his hands are pulled all the way out of the way. He's not able to base. Now, a really nice option, just to wrap this up. Same situation. He tries to break my position here to extend. Sometimes I'll let him post a hand. Whichever hand I'm going to attack, I'm going to lean him away from that hand and take the arm. So here, and it's not always the case that I'm going off of his reactions. It may be simply that I want to attack this. We come here, I let him post, and we take the arm. He won't always fall. Sometimes we finish the arm bar upside down, but really nice combo. And then, so the idea is then we would start here, and Ostap would start moving around, trying to pass in different ways, and I'm going to try to catch one submission or another, and just spend, put the hours in whatever position you're trying to work. Trying to find the minor changes in the position that allow you to get whatever attacks you're working on.